Hello everybody and welcome to another Pyro gaming video. One of the most popular questions that I see in the comments of my videos is, Pyro, what emblem is that you have equipped in the gameplay? Now, I've uploaded something like 350 videos, so it's impossible for me to know exactly which ones you guys were talking about, so I decided to go ahead and just throw some of them together and make a video showing some of the more rare emblems, I guess, that I have in my collections, and some of the emblems that would warrant you guys asking how to get them, because you might not see them all that often. Now, before we get started, I do want to point out that some of these emblems cannot be acquired in the game, meaning you have to acquire them via an outside the game source, and some of the emblems just flat out cannot be acquired anymore unless you go buy a code on eBay or something like that, which I wouldn't recommend doing. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the emblems that can be acquired in-game right now. So first up, we have the emblem that you get for completing your first Crown of Sorrow raid. The reason that I'm including this one is because it's the most current raid. This raid's only been out for a little over a month, so you might not have seen this emblem. Next is Quarantine Zone. This emblem is acquired by completing a run through the 0-hour exotic quest mission and finishing with 5 minutes left on the clock, which there is a cheese to do, by the way. I'm sure you can find it. Our next emblem is Ludomaniacal. You obtain this emblem by resetting your infamy 3 times in the same season. Our next emblem is the Eternal Return, and this is actually one of the more rare emblems in the game, because the only way to obtain this emblem is by soloing the Shattered Throne from beginning to end. Next is the Ennead Emblem, which granted is not super rare, nor is it super hard to come by, but you don't see them a lot, so I wanted to include it. You get this by presenting an offering in the Dreaming City to every single one of the cat statues. I believe there are 8 in total. Now, there's going to be a bunch of really rare emblems that I won't be including in this video. Things like the emblem for playing the beta of Destiny 2. Things like the emblem for completing all the moments of triumph in year 1 of Destiny 1. Stuff like that, I feel like most people know they exist, but, you know, if you know that they exist, it's probably because you have them. And there's no way to ever get those emblems again, so I don't feel like it's worth including them in this video. So let's move on to some really cool and really unique emblems that you can obtain outside of the game. The Emblem of Synth currently can be obtained from the Bungie store. All you need to do is make any purchase on the Bungie store during the Season of Opulence, and you will automatically get this emblem for free. The Cade's Last Stand emblem comes whenever you purchase the actual Cade statue in real life. It's a physical statue. You can still find these on Amazon, eBay, stuff like that, relatively cheap. The Little Light emblem comes from purchasing any one of the in real life ghost statues. These are the vinyl ghost shells. You can find these on Amazon as well as, you know, places like Target, Walmart, Bungie store. They're usually about 10 bucks and it doesn't matter which ghost you buy. The first Mark of the Collector emblem comes from the Bungie store again. This one is obtained by purchasing any one of the Series 2 Armory pins. These are the weapon replica pins, and I believe it is still available. I'm not 100% sure though. The Planet of Peace emblem can be purchased again from the Bungie store. This item comes free whenever you buy the Bungie Foundation Heart pin. And they also had a promotion recently where if you purchased any of the Bungie Foundation products they had for sale, you got this as well. I don't know if that's still going on though. It might just be the pin now. The Sign of the Gambit emblem is an emblem that a Bungie employee basically needs to give you a code for. They pass these out at events like PAX West. I think they were giving some out at Guardian Con. They gave some out at E3. And, you know, some of the community managers randomly tweet out codes for these over on Twitter. This is honestly becoming pretty popular. Next is one of my favorite emblems, the Brick by Brick emblem. You can get this emblem by purchasing some of the Mega Constructs building sets that are Destiny 2 themed. You can find these in places like GameStop and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they're still actively putting codes in the new stuff, but if you can find one at GameStop that's been on the shelf for a couple of months, there's a good chance that it's going to have a code in it. Next is another really rare emblem that can only be obtained by a Bungie employee handing you a code for it. Again, they pass these out at things like PAX West, E3, events like that, but the Confluence of Light emblem is kind of a play on an emblem that we had in Destiny 1 that was super rare. You can probably find these on eBay, but they will not be cheap, and I do not recommend it. Next is the Sign of Celebration emblem. You can see that it has the Bungie 7th column logo. It's a really cool emblem. You got this one by making a purchase on the Bungie store between July 7th, which is Bungie Day, 7/7, and July 13th of this year on the Bungie store. This promotion is no longer going on, but people are giving away these emblems like crazy still. And the last emblem that I'm going to show you guys is the Darkest Day emblem. This is my personal favorite emblem and the emblem that I get asked the most. Pyro, which emblem is that? How do you get it? Unfortunately, there is no way to get this emblem anymore at all. I don't even see this emblem showing up on eBay anymore. That's how rare it is. You obtained this emblem by making a purchase on the Bungie store during Black Friday weekend in 2017 when Destiny 2 first came out, when it was in its first year. That was the only way that you got this emblem. So considering this emblem is 2 years old, a lot of those codes that people had have been used. I mean, you're probably not going to find a code for this emblem, unfortunately. But here's a little bonus for you. If you complete all of the challenges, these are the encounter challenges from the Hawthorne bounties in the Last Wish raid, you will get the Castle in the Clouds emblem variant for your Last Wish emblem. It looks really cool and you don't see it too often. It's really neat. I like it. And that, my friends, is going to do it for this video. I cannot make a video showing you how to get every single emblem in this game because that video would be probably 10 hours long and you wouldn't take the time to sit and watch through it anyway. But if you have any questions about some emblems that you've seen out in the wild, try Googling it. If you can't find it on Google, feel free to drop a comment in the box below. If I've heard of it, I will tell you, and we will go from there. But yeah, that's going to bring this video to an end, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Rest in peace, Whisper. Take care, guys.